you're watching Mission 2024. I'm Preeti Choudhary. Let me quickly take you through the headlines. It's Khela Hobe in Bengal Panchayat polls now. BJP accuses Mamata Banerjee's nephew of visiting a Matua temple with shoes on. Clashes break out. Congress goes back to Hindutva as Priyanka Gandhi Vadra visits the poll-bound state, performs Narmada Puja. BJP brands the Congress General Secretary a Chunavi Hindu. Main accused in the UP online gaming conversion case, nabbed from Alibag, Maharashtra. He would brainwash minors and ask them to offer namaz. Dutch vlogger assaulted in Bangalore market. Trader seen pushing YouTuber for shooting in markets. Cops take CO moto action and arrest the accused.
Could you please, sir, stop.
DMK MP replies to Home Minister's allegation against Stalin, calls Amit Shah's speech a mirage. Alleges earnings of Tamil Nadu spent in BJP-ruled states. Prime Minister Modi conducts review meet over cyclone Biparjoy. Met department issues orange alert as storm intensifies. Government says there is no COVID data breach and that the platform is safe. India Today tracks down a Telegram hacker. He says he sourced data from associated platforms. Top focus comes in from Madhya Pradesh in Dahod, where a hijab issue has now resonated in the state of Madhya Pradesh. The latest that we are getting in comes in from the Ganga Jamna school in Damo, likely now to be bulldozed. The school took to the headlines when right-wing Hindu outfits accused the school management of forcing non-Muslim students, Hindu girls, to wear the hijab as part of the school uniform. BJP leaders in the state accused the school of carrying out religious conversions. Chief Minister Chauhan had asked the cops now to probe the role of school management as well, including allegations pertaining to land encroachment, evasion of GST and also religious conversions. Now the local municipality has issued a notice for bulldozers to raze the school to the ground.
देखिए, जांच का बोल दिया है, गहन जांच हो रही है, प्याज के परतों की तरह एक एक परत निकलती जा रही है, आप थोड़ा इंतजार करो। जांच सही दिशा में जा रही है और मध्य प्रदेश में कोई भी फिरका परस्त ताकत होगी, माफिया होगा तो बुलडोजर चलता ही है उन पर।
गंगा जमुना स्कूल की कुछ बिल्डिंग अभी नई बनाई जा रही है, जिसका संज्ञान में आया है कि इन्होंने हमारे रिकॉर्ड में परमिशन नहीं लिए हैं। इस कारण उनको नोटिस जारी कर 3 दिवस में उनसे उत्तर मांगा गया है कि यदि आपके पास किसी भी प्रकार के भवन निर्माण स्वीकृति है, उसके दस्तावेज हमारे कार्यालय में प्रस्तुत करें, अन्यथा विपरीत की स्थिति में उसको अग्रिम कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
Joining me for more on the story is my colleague Hemendra Sharma, live from Jabalpur, where this incident has taken place very close by, where Damo is concerned. Hemendra, will you take us through the chronology and what exactly happened? Because an advertisement apparently of how well the students had done was actually taken out, where some of the Hindu girls were seen wearing the hijab. Was the hijab enforced on Hindu students is the question.
Well, let me first take you through how this controversy actually happened. In fact, the school, Ganga Jamuna School, as the name suggests, is meant to be for communal harmony. And this school put up hoardings of meritorious students outside its college. And then there were some right-wing groups who said that students from the majority community, they were being forced to wear hijabs inside the school campus. So the government of Madhya Pradesh, which happens to be a BJP government, they got into action and they ordered an inquiry. The inquiry was conducted by the district education officer. The district education officer in its inquiry found that there were 3 students. This is a school, remember, a minority institution, and there is a total strength of around 950 students in this school, out of which 750 or 740 odd students are Muslims. Rest are from other communities, including Hindus and Jains. So the district education officer conducted an inquiry, and he spoke that there were 3 meritorious students from the majority community. The district education officer spoke to the family members of 2 of these meritorious students and to the students as well, and concluded that there was no wrong done by the school administration and that no one was being forced to wear a hijab. And what the students were wearing in those hoardings was in fact a scarf which was part of the school uniform. So the district education officer, once he came out with this inquiry, his face was blackened with ink by right-wing groups in Damo. Thereafter, the district superintendent of police and the district collector, they tweeted and said that nothing wrong has been found. The school is absolutely within its right in doing what it is doing. This further angered the government, which happens to be a BJP government. The education minister went on to say that the role of the district collector is also suspicious. So thereafter, a case was registered, several other things happened, several people trooped down to that school, and then they started raising questions as to people were being forced to recite Muslim prayers. There were people who raised questions that since this is a minority institution and it has been accorded that status, they are well within their rights to do that. It happens in all minority institutions. Christian missionary schools recite prayers of their religion. Muslims are also entitled to do that. But that didn't stop. The government conducted an inquiry, and now they have found that there are certain portions inside the school building that are illegally constructed, and now a notice has been served on that part, and it is being threatened that if it found true and the answer to that notice is not found to be appropriate, bulldozers would be applied. That's in a nutshell is the case in the Mo. The rest that is being played is just politics.
Right. You know, Hemendra, thank you for elucidating the entire episode to us. We're going to keep a keen eye on developments. Will bulldozers roll in this particular school? Hemendra, before we cut across to the other story, very quickly, are the papers in place? Is this school legal?
Sorry, Preeti.
Is this school legal on the land on which it is constructed? Because the bulldozers will roll on what account?
Well, it's a fact of the matter that if you go in any city, FAR violations are there done by every house, every building in Madhya Pradesh, in Bhopal, Jabalpur, Indore, everywhere. If the government wants, it can demolish any structure. But the issue at the point that we want to talk and discuss is that whether the minority institution actually did something. I forgot or missed one point, that there were 3 instances of conversion also in that school. There were 3 Hindu teachers who were allegedly, who had converted into Islam. So the narrative that was being set was that they have been forced into conversion. So the teachers were questioned. They said that they had got converted 10 years back and they had done it willfully. So converting into any religion, if it is not done under any kind of force, or if it's not, people are not being given money or something for that matter, conversion is still allowed in this country.
Right.
So
okay, we're going to come back to you. Hemendra, stay with me. We're going to come back to you. We're going to keep tracking the story, but a lot of it is also, viewers, in terms of what is going on in Madhya Pradesh is also politically charged. I want to cut across right now to the political event of the day, and that was a puja done by Kamal Nath, who would in all probabilities be the chief ministerial face for the Congress where Madhya Pradesh is concerned, and alongside him was Priyanka Gandhi. Right ahead of the MP state polls, the Congress kicked off its campaign in the name of Bajrang Bali. Priyanka Gandhi is in Jabalpur and performed the Narmada Puja and Aarti at Gyari Ghat. Priyanka was accompanied by Kamal Nath and other senior Congress leaders. There were cutouts of mace-carrying Hanuman, and behind Priyanka as well was a person dressed up as Lord Hanuman holding the mace in his hand. While in Karnataka, the Congress government looks set to launch a desaffronization drive, declaring a crackdown on Bajrang Dal and RSS. In MP, Congress Neta was seen walking with right-wing Bajrang Sena. Bajrang Sena has joined the Congress in the state of Madhya Pradesh. BJP has now called Mr. Kamal Nath and Priyanka Gandhi Chunavi Hindus. Here's more.
प्रियंका जी जब चुनाव आता है, दोनों भाई बहन चुनावी हिंदू हैं। यूपी चुनाव आया तो गंगा जी में डुबकी लगाई, एमपी का चुनाव आ गया तो नर्मदा जी पे पहुंच गई। चुनाव पे ही इनको क्यों याद आती है इसकी? जनता अब समझदार हो गई है। और प्रियंका जी, आप जिनके साथ मंच शेयर करने वाले हैं ना, इनकी महिलाओं के बारे में क्या राय है इसके में भी आप स्पष्ट करो। जो महिला को आइटम कहते हैं या टंचमाल कहते हैं, उनके साथ आप मंच शेयर कर रहे हो, ये प्रदेश देख रहा है।
Quickly cutting across to Himendra for an update on the latest coming in from what we are witnessing in the state of Madhya Pradesh. And Himendra, it's only going to get on more in terms of where the puja part from either sides, be it the Congress or the BJP, is concerned. Because if you look at the demography in the state of Madhya Pradesh, 91% or 92% are majority Hindus and only about 6 to 7% Muslims. So the Congress will be fighting a very different election in Madhya Pradesh than what it fought in Karnataka.
Absolutely. Preeti, in fact, the Congress party often is accused of Muslim appeasement. So, in the political discourse in Madhya Pradesh, Muslim appeasement, according to the BJP, becomes anti-Hindu. There is a vast majority of Hindus in Madhya Pradesh. In fact, the minority electorate is just between 7 and 8% in Madhya Pradesh. So, this is a caveat of sorts by the Congress party that if the BJP decides or tries to polarize electorate in the run-up to the elections on the basis of religion, the Congress party should not be seen standing against Hindus. And the BJP has been accusing the Congress party, as the Home Minister said, that it's just during elections that this has been happening. But it doesn't appear that it has happened overnight. The Congress party has shot back. They have said that Kamal Nath is one of the most devoted disciples of Lord Hanuman. He has in fact constructed the biggest idol of Lord Hanuman in India, in Chhindwara. In fact, before the Hanuman idol of Chhindwara was constructed, the biggest idol was in Chhatarpur in Delhi. So Kamal Nath ensured that it was 2 to 3 inches taller than the Chhatarpur idol. So this didn't happen overnight. The Congress party is saying that they were always devotees. They were always, Hinduism was there at their core, but they never used it politically, at least in Madhya Pradesh. Now that the BJP is accusing them of Muslim appeasement, and that automatically translates into anti-Hindus, so they are trying to ensure that this doesn't in any way translate into anything against the Congress as the elections near in Madhya Pradesh.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Himendra. We're going to let it be. We're going to quickly shift focus to the other developing story, which has also become deeply political. Information of hundreds and thousands of Indians has allegedly been leaked on Telegram. Crucial information like a person's phone number, gender, ID card information and data has allegedly been compromised, with the government officials have rejected claims, though, that the data was hacked from the CoWIN app. Reports suggest that information from other platforms was compromised. India Today's open source intelligence team tracked down the hacker behind the Telegram bot. The hacker claimed that he did not breach CoWIN app. The person confirmed the results generated by the Telegram bot were accessed using another platform that caters to child and health and is associated with the health ministry.
कांग्रेस ने जो आशंका व्यक्त की थी वो सही साबित हो गई। निजता का अधिकार भारत का संविधान हमें देता है, और आप उसी हमने सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी ये ऑब्जर्वेशन दिया था आज के चीफ जस्टिस कि निजता का अधिकार होना चाहिए। अब आपने कोयला बेच दिया, रेल बेच दी, खेल बेच दिया, एयरपोर्ट बेच दिया, शिपयार्ड बेच दिया, सब कुछ बेच दिया। अब आम आदमी का डेटा भी आपने बेच दिया। इसमें पूरी तरीके से एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय नियमों का उल्लंघन हुआ, दूसरा भारत के संविधान प्रदत्त निजता के आधार की गारंटी का उल्लंघन हुआ, और इसके लिए मैं दोषी मानता हूं होम मिनिस्ट्री को, एनआईटी को।
All right, the issue now deeply political, where opposition parties are now going after the government for compromising data of citizens of the country. So what really has gone down? How is it that crucial personal information, personal data of citizens have been leaked? I want to cut across to my colleague Sneha Murdani, joining us from the newsroom with more. Sneha, will you take us through on what exactly has gone down? How has this data been compromised?
Yes, first of all, Preeti, the contradiction, because the Ministry of Electronics and Technology says that some amount of compromise has happened in the sense that it's not a direct breach of COVID, but the health ministry says that there is no breach at all. So there is a bit of a contradiction there to begin with. You rightly pointed out, opposition has come out in question because right in the very beginning, when COVID was first launched in 2021, questions were raised even at that point in time. Data belonging to 100 crore people is what we are talking about right now. Well, our sources indicate that there has been some amount of breach, given that the WhatsApp conversations and also the screenshots that have been put out by a lot of people has got to do with data that speaks of the Aadhaar number, the PAN card number, and details of the person. So the government of India has yet to do some explaining on what exactly is that. The Ministry of Health, of course, has dismissed it as mischievous.
All right, Sneha, we're going to come right back, but I want to once again take our viewers through the contradiction that has taken place in terms of what the government is saying and what the opposition party is saying and where the truth actually lies. Because this data was leaked on Telegram, and what we are being given to understand is that the hacker who hacked says that he did not get it from the CoWIN app. What he says is that he accessed it using another platform that caters to the child health and is associated with the health ministry. How is it then that the data which was installed of the citizens who got the vaccine in the CoWIN app was accessed from another portal which was connected to the health ministry app? So a bit of a contradiction there. We're going to try and get in a larger picture and get in our other reporters. But okay, we're going to go into a quick break. To stay with us on the other side is our fact check segment.
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer, meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
Smoke billowing from wildfires in eastern Canada have blanketed major cities in the United States. Authorities have issued alerts across New York, Detroit, New Jersey, Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia.
We recommend vulnerable New Yorkers stay inside. And all New Yorkers should limit outdoor activity to the greatest extent possible. This is not the day to train for a marathon or to do an outside event with your children. Stay inside, close windows and doors, and use air purifiers if you have them. If you're an older or have heart or breathing problems or an older adult, you should remain inside. And if you must go outdoors, wear high-quality masks such as a K95.
The Education Department said that schools will be held remotely because of smoke. People across the US and Canada are at risk of inhaling harmful air caused by smoke. Several flights in New York too have been grounded.
I feel very bad. At times I can't breathe. Yeah, it make breathing difficult. Yeah, I even scheduled for a road test for my driving license today, and it was cancelled. Yeah, I feel very sad.
When I came outside yesterday, so I could barely see without these things, and I didn't have them on. And I said to my children, I'm like, is it me? Or is it really foggy out here? Because it was that bad that I thought my eyesight was something wrong with my eyesight. They're like, no, it's foggy out. So it's actually better today than it was yesterday.
The White House is closely monitoring the situation and is in contact with Canadian authorities.
Our team here at the White House is in touch with the Government of Canada. We have already deployed over 600 U.S. firefighters and personnel, as well as equipment like water bombers to help Canada battle the fires. We also have been in close touch with state and local leaders, including in Michigan, Illinois, and New York.
The forest fires originated in April in Canada's British Columbia and Alberta regions. The fires have displaced around 30,000 people so far. Quebec is the worst affected, battling around 160 wildfires and displacing around 10,000 people so far.
Our modeling shows that this may be an especially severe wildfire season throughout the summer. We're going to get through this together, and our government will keep being there with whatever it takes to keep people safe and provide support.
According to the Global Modeling and Assimilation Office of NASA, the smoke may travel in the days ahead. The smoke may travel from the US East Coast to the Midwest as well. Climate change is primarily responsible for wildfires in the western part of the United States. The fires risk not only human health, but also important organic substances in the forest. With Neha Kumari and Mahashweta Lala, Bureau Report, India Today.
Fact check segment where we bust fake news. A popular tweet online claims that the Canadian wildfires were started by a fire-raining helicopter. The fact is, this is a process of extinguishing fire with fire, called controlled burning or prescribed burning. A section of burnable forest is burnt beforehand to stop the wildfire from spreading. This fact check on viral fake news is done by India Today's team AFA. With that, a quick break. Stay with us for the news and updates. This is AI anchor Sana signing off.
A miraculous rescue in the Amazonian jungle of Colombia. 4 children were found alive after surviving a plane crash and spending weeks fending for themselves in the inhospitable rainforest. The Colombian army on Friday rescued the 4 siblings aged 13, 9, 4 and a 1-year-old.
Las comunidades indígenas
Together, the military forces and the indigenous communities that helped with the search efforts found the children 40 days after the plane crash. They were on their own. They themselves are an example of survival that will go down in history. Today, those children are children of peace and the children of Colombia.
Así que esos niños son hoy los niños de la paz y los niños de Colombia.
The mega rescue mission was called Operation Hope and involved dozens of soldiers, satellites, helicopters, trained dogs alongside local volunteers. Search teams found footprints in the muddy ground alongside other clues like a baby feeding bottle and scissors, which led them to believe that the children were still alive.
Agradecemos todo el país, agradecido con los indígenas Siona.
Together, the military forces and indigenous communities that helped with the search efforts found the children 40 days after the crash. They were on their own. Today, they are children of peace, children of Colombia.
Naturalmente, lo que significa después de 40 días en la selva.
It had managed to capture the imagination of Colombians as reports of clues to their whereabouts fueled the longing that they would be found safely. The rescued children's mother and 2 pilots were killed when the light aircraft crashed in the jungle on May 1st. However, the children had managed to survive the impact. The families of the missing children were ecstatic when they learned that the missing children were found. The grandmother claimed that the eldest of the 4 siblings was used to looking after the other 3 when their mother was at work, and this helped them survive in the jungle. Colombian authorities are now working to find the rescue dog Wilson, who went missing during the mission. Bureau Report, India Today.
does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mode.
Powered by The world comes together at Sharda University. Tata Altroz. OMG, it's the Altroz iCNG. Bajaj Allianz Life Diabetic Term Plan.
Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Choudhary. On To The Point this evening, we're going to put the focus on Tamil Nadu and why is the BJP so desperate to make inroads into the state of Tamil Nadu. A huge war of words erupted in the state today after Union Home Minister Amit Shah retorted to the challenge of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin while addressing a rally in Vellore. What exactly really went down? Take a look.
Amit Shah's weekend visit to Tamil Nadu has sparked an all-out showdown in the state. The Home Minister on Sunday fired one attack after another at the DMK.
पहले 10 साल तक कांग्रेस डीएमके की सरकार तमिलनाडु में चली, जिसने 12,000 करोड़ के घपले, घोटाले, भ्रष्टाचार किया। 2004 से 14 आप यूपीए में हिस्सेदार थे, आपके मंत्री थे, तब डिवोल्यूशन फंड 10 साल में तमिलनाडु को 95,000 मिला था, 95,000 करोड़ मिला था। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 9 साल में 2,47,000 करोड़ रुपीस देने का काम किया है। पार्लियामेंट भवन का लोकार्पण नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया। इसमें तमिलनाडु के चोल साम्राज्य का परंपरा से सेंगोल को फिर से एक बार पार्लियामेंट में स्थापित करने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार ने किया।
But what's triggered the biggest debate is reports suggesting that Shah, in an internal meeting with BJP Karyakartas, made an open pitch for a Tamilan to be Prime Minister. Sources indicated that the Home Minister pitched for a Tamil PM in the near future, but with no 2024 promise.
In what was considered as an inside comment turned out to be a political storm after Chief Minister M.K. Stalin reacted on it. Stalin said that if Home Minister Amit Shah wants to make a Tamilan as a Prime Minister, he is happy for it, but also questioned why the Home Minister is angry over Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now BJP once again dismissed it, calling it as nothing but inside comment, meaning that you have room to grow in BJP right from a booth level cadre, unlike in DMK.
The Tamil Nadu BJP, however, has rubbished all reports suggesting that Shah had hinted at a Tamil PM.
He traced his own journey from 1982 as a booth Adhyaksh to our Rashtriya Adhyaksh to Home Minister now. He said anybody in our party, because this is a booth president-centric party. And he traced the life of our Honorable Prime Minister also. He said BJP is the only party, he told, of a booth president. From booth president to Prime Minister, all of you will keep climbing up the rank. That is the beauty of this party. That is not possible in any other political party that is dynastic driven or that is corruption driven or freebies driven.
But it was only a matter of time before the DMK latched on to this alleged comment. Chief Minister Stalin mocked Shah, even suggesting his recommendations sarcastically on who could be the BJP's Tamil PM face for 2024.
தமிழரை பிரதமராக ஆக்க போறேன்னு சொல்லுறது உள்ளபடியே மகிழ்ச்சியா இருக்கு. மோடி மேல என்ன கோவம்னு தெரியல. 2024ல பாஜகவினுடைய பிரதமர் வேட்பாளராக தமிழர் வரணும் அப்படின்னு என்ன இருந்துச்சுன்னா தமிழிசை இருக்கிறாங்க, முருகன் இருக்காரு, ஒருவேளை உங்களுக்கு இந்த வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கலாம்.
The controversy over Shah's reported pitch for a Tamil PM has set the cat among the pigeons in Tamil Nadu as it's kicked off a massive political debate in the state.
PG is Karunanidhi Stalin and his son. They will remain in the helm of affairs. They only will be the leaders of the party. And in the name of dynasty, they only take the baton of high command. Be it the chief minister role or be it the role of the leader of the party. They only will call the shots. This is nothing but dynasty rule. That's what we are saying. Parivarwad is not good for the nation. So that's what he may signaled out. How does the generations...
With the BJP hurriedly denying all reports suggesting a Tamil PM pitch, is the Saffron Party now making it clear